Having constructed finite automaton for L1 union L2, we shall now construct the finite automaton, namely M1 intersection M2 for L1 intersection L2. So set of all strings over 0, 1 satisfying this property and this property. If you look at the string, it should have 0, 1 in it, and if you count the number of zeros, it should be even in number. So the construction for M1 intersection M2 is same as what we did for M1 union M2, and the number of states in this is 3 into 2. In general, if there are m states here and n states here, this will have mn states. So the only change is the set of final states, everything else remains the same. The start state is px because the start state of this one is p and the start state of this one is x. So the final state of this is the state that has r and x. So this becomes our final state. So the final state in this automaton is the state which has final state of the first automaton and the final state of the second automaton. The reason is we want intersection. Unless we are in this state, we cannot ensure the string that is seen so far as this property as well as this property. Okay, and everything else is the same. Now let's look at a couple of strings accepted by this automaton. For example, I start from here, take 1 0, take second 0 followed by 1. Now this has even number of zeros and 0 1, so it's a valid string. So let's look at the other one. You read a couple of 1s and then a 0 and then a 1. Now you take 1 0 over here. Now you see that you have seen even number of zeros and it has the pattern 0 1 in it. You can go over this 0 any number of times, but every time you see that if you go here and then when you come back, then you are forced to take this back, and this ensures you always see even number of zeros. And when you come over here, 0 1 is already seen, then you can go over this even number of times and followed by you can read any number of 1s, meaning you start from 0 and then 1, then you take a 0 and stop, or you read some 1s, you come down, and to accept you are forced to take one more 0, and this ensures even number of zeros and it has the pattern 0 1 in it. Fine. So in general, given a finite automaton L1 accepting L1 containing m states, finite automaton say for language L2 containing n states, L1 intersection L2 will have mn states. The start state is the state that has these two in it, and final state is the one that has this and this in it, and the rest of the transition you define like the way we defined for M1 union M2. So now, given a set, say A, one can talk about its complement. Given two sets A and B, one can talk about A union B, one can talk about A intersection B, and all that. And for us, A is the set of strings, which means we refer them as language in our context. So given two languages L1 and L2, one can talk about L1 union L2, one can talk about L1 intersection L2. Similarly, given a language L, one can talk about its complement. So we see them as a set. So naturally, set theoretic operations, whatever we come across, they are applicable here as well. That's precisely what we have seen. So the interesting part is one can construct the automaton as well. Given two finite automatons M1 and M2, accepting languages L1 and L2 respectively, and there is a way to construct the automaton for L1 union L2 and L1 intersection L2, which is precisely what we have seen so far. So the other set theoretic operation which we come across is A minus B. So in our context, it is L1 minus L2. So for this question, we want you to design a deterministic finite automaton or a finite automaton accepting strings satisfying the following property. So what is the property? It contains 0, 1, but not, it is L1 minus L2. It should not satisfy L2 property, but not having even number of zeros. So that's precisely the language we look for. Now, interesting part over here is L1 minus L2 can be rewritten in terms of other operations, something that we have seen so far, complement, union, intersection and things like that. Then one can use the routine that we have designed and use that to solve this problem. Okay. So L1 minus L2 is precisely what not having this, so which means L2 complement, and it should satisfy L1 property, so it is L1 intersection L2 complement. So strings that are in L1 but not in L2, correct? It says strings that are in L1 not in L2, which means the one that are in the intersection is removed, not in L2, so which means L2 complement this. Now given a deterministic or given a finite automaton, we know how to compute complement, and given two automatons M1 and M2, we know how to construct the intersection. So first compute the complement, then go for the intersection module. That's precisely the automaton for L1 minus L2. So this clearly tells you that language is a set, and the set theoretic operation, what all one can see in the context of set theory, they are applicable in the context of finite automaton as well. Fine.